do, like, they're spaced out, okay? So, they're kind of spaced out, like the Vlogmases. I won't be doing a traditional Vlogmas. In the first Vlogmas I filmed, I never really said it was Vlogmas, just because. But I wanted to do Vlogmas, but I don't have time to do it, like, once a day, just because I don't. So I'm going to do it once or twice a week. In this case, twice for this week. But I am getting ready. It is Thursday, and I have to get ready for school. It's early in the morning, and I have horseback, so I have to get all my stuff ready for horseback. Back pants. Let me know what y'all. I kind of sometimes get a little hot in horseback, just because, you know. Look at this. This says it's a 5K I ran on Thanksgiving. No, I have to get my stuff for school, my clothes for school, because I do go to a small Christian school, so I cannot wear this. I have to wear something else. Sadly. But, yes, I'm just kidding. So we just got back from horseback and on a public restroom, as you can see. Well, at Gondola House. I don't want anybody to walk in and be like, what the heck she's doing. But it was fun. I rode Flash, Katie rode Jax, and yeah. It was great. Yeah, it was really good. We saw a baby horse. Yeah, it's fine. So Katie's gonna take over the vlog for me. I'm gonna let her.
As soon as I wash my hands.
Yeah. Am I right? Earthquake. 88, 40, am I right?
Oh, you're not slapping. That's an eye.
88, 40.
Glowing red.
He only responds to you guys.
Okay.
Case answered.
So, yeah. Now you're blinded. Okay. Okay, that was good.
So, I don't know.
Horseback riding lessons was good. School was bad.
Yeah, true.
And
hey guys, we are back from horseback, and I actually have Katie on the phone here.
hello.
And I'm going to be doing an interview with her. Actually, okay. About something I've been wanting to discuss for a little bit now. I actually commented something on Lynn and the Bunny's post. I don't know if I told you about this, Katie, but I commented on something. This is actually Speedy and Squeak also. That's her channel's name. I will put it down below so you guys can go subscribe. I actually commented on Lynn and the Bunny's post. I told you about that. About me, like, I'll put it right here or something. I said something about my bunnies, me having, like, bunnies and how I got them. They were going to be meat rabbits and they were $7. And I got a lot of comments on that comment saying stuff like, oh yeah, my bunny, I got them for this much money, they weigh blah blah blah. I got it on Craigslist because I was on the bunnies reacting to Craigslist or like calling people from Craigslist video. And So I commented that. It got like 270 likes or something. Not a huge amount, but not like a tiny amount. So I had quite a few comments on that comment actually saying, I believe that having meat rabbits is okay. Like using rabbits for meat is okay. I believe that it is fine as long as you use every part and they are okay. They are all in good health until the day that you kill them. Which really made me mad. I didn't want to say something like, wow, like I didn't know what to say to that. Like there was about 3 comments saying stuff like that. And one of them was saying like, I think it's okay. It's totally fine. Some people need rabbits to eat. Actually, most people, I've done my research, most people using meat rabbits is for like snakes or other animals, not for their own health or their own like food. Like they're not gonna go over and buy a $7 rabbit and cook it. No. Like, I mean, unless you do, which that's weird. So they said something like that, and one of them I actually replied to, and it says like, it's like eating a cat or dog. And I just wanted to ask your opinion on that, because it really made me mad.
I'm more against it than I am with it. Well, the thing is, like, why would you eat a horse? Why would you eat a dog? Why would you eat a cat? They're pets. Like, why would you eat a pet? It kind of sounds wrong to me. And I personally don't really, like, think it's a good idea to go buy a rabbit from Craigslist and at least not feed it alive. Please don't go buy rabbits and kill them for your snake. My opinion on it is I don't really think it's okay to like use rabbits at meat. It's like the same thing as why would you eat a cat or a dog? It's kind of just not right.
Yeah, so my thing about that, also, there was another thing that crossed my head, like, something, because there's this YouTuber that has snakes that I watch, and they feed those bigger snake rabbits, and I'm not saying I am against that. I don't know where they get the rabbit. It's definitely dead. I don't think, they don't kill the rabbit. I know that. I don't know where they get the rabbit, but it's definitely dead, and it's like a small rabbit. It's not a pet rabbit. Like, my rabbits are New Zealand mixes. They're not just like wild rabbits you find out there that only live like a few years. They are New Zealand mixes, and they are captive bred. There were a bunch of them, and they were outside on wire bottom cages and like crammed in a small cage. Katie was there with me. She knows. I could talk for like 3 hours about them, but that's not what we're talking about. The thing is, knowing that you are getting a rabbit for meat and you're okay with that, I'm not okay with giving rabbits for meat, for snakes. I think, and then again, snakes eat mice. Why? Yeah. Some people would question, why is mice any different than rabbits? And I don't know. See, the thing is, mice can be like found a lot of places. And a lot of people get cats to kill mice. They are pests to some people. And then you can just feed them to your snake, basically. So, if it's a pet mouse, you know PetSmart sells mice, and PetSmart sells all these other things. But my question is, if PetSmart sells, well, not my question. PetSmart sells all these other things, and they also sell them alive. Like, they sell alive mice. They do not kill those mice and then sell them. They would not do that. Those mice or rats, if you have a bigger snake, are most likely like, I'm not sure, I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't just like kill their own mice. They don't use those. They don't use mice they're gonna sell for a snake.
Yeah. So like some people are okay with it. It's like my snake's gotta eat, but it's like you either do like 7 rats or like a small rabbit. Sometimes I guess it could be hard because if you have a big snake, it can, I guess, be inconvenient to buy a bunch of rats, but I still don't think it's the best thing ever. Like, I don't know, it just seems kind of harsh. Like, in what way do they kill the rabbit, though?
Yeah.
Like,
The thing is for me,
does it slowly die?
the thing for me about my rabbits is they're not, as I always said, they're New Zealand mixes. They're not just random rabbits you find on the road or outside. They were New Zealand mixes. And they're big rabbits. That would have to be a really big snake to eat it. I have a feeling they weren't going to be a snake meal. Because,
Yeah.
you know my rabbits. A snake has to be, for most snakes, it's about how round it is. And then a little thicker about what you're going to feed it. Like what size mouse or rat. Or, in some cases, rabbit. The only rabbits I've seen people feeding those snakes are like pretty small rabbits, like small rabbits. My rabbits are like big. They're big rabbits. They're like almost the size of my cat. That's a big rabbit. So,
yeah, like my opinion is just not eating rabbits and using them for like feeding.
Yeah, that's my opinion as well. One thing I kind of got more mad at, if you're going to say that, keep it to yourself, please, because Lena the Bunny, I know, is totally against meat rabbits or anything like that. And I don't know if she's against, like, feeding mice to rabbits. I guess, like, if you really like mice...
Feeding mice to rabbits?
I mean, feeding mice to snakes. I guess if you really like mice and I guess you might be against feeding mice to snakes. I guess it really just depends. Mice, as I said, they're kind of like, some people don't even like them. Some people don't even like rabbits. It kind of like can be like that. I'm not against feeding mice to snakes. I'm not, and I am against using rabbits as meat rabbits. But it depends. If you're going to sell a rabbit on Craigslist for a meat rabbit, not a good idea. Do not. Especially for $7. Even if they weren't trying to give them as meat rabbits, which I guarantee you about that, my iCloud storage was full. So we left off and we were saying, I kind of forgot, but it's like selling. There's really no in between. Mice, I feel like not as much as viewed as rabbits. As once you think about it, mice aren't as viewed as much as pets as rabbits. For most people, they're more viewed as food. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I'm not a big fan of mice. I love hamsters. I don't like mice.
Yeah, I'm not either. I don't know what it is most about them. They're not my thing.
I'm okay with feeding a mouse to a snake. However, it's for rabbits. It's more like saying you're just gonna feed a small cat to a snake. Might as well. I mean, you're feeding a rabbit to a snake, right? I mean,
yeah.
Or like, this is very controversial, and I feel like me and Katie both have rabbits, and we're going off of basically not just like, we're trying to understand other people's views on this. If someone finds a rabbit that's really hurt on the side of the road and they're hungry and they're like poor or something and they kill it, like, I mean, that's not the worst thing ever. If it's like hurt or something like that, I mean, to me that's not the worst thing ever. I mean, maybe try to find another thing for food. I don't know, maybe a lot of people hunt stuff like deers and stuff. Not a lot of people hunt rabbits. I honestly have no clue where they get the rabbits to feed to snakes, other than, rabbits for sale that says meat rabbits, which is awful.
Yeah, like, do pet stores, like, sell rabbits?
No, I don't think so. Most pet stores
Yeah.
don't sell rabbits frozen.
Yeah, like, like a dog or a cat. I don't know. There's just like not an in between wild and a pet.
Yeah.
Kind of like mice. They're a pet, they're wild, and then they're like a food thing.
There's really no in between. There's no hardly anybody finds a rabbit. I mean, a wild mouse and then just keeps it. I mean, people can find wild rabbits that they nurse to health and keep it. But for mice, it's just like make the cat kill it or something. Get rid of it. There's mice traps everywhere. People don't have rabbit traps. People have mice traps. People want to get rid of mice. People kill mice. So I guess it's convenient enough to just give it to your snake. For rabbits, I don't know an alternative other than a bunch of other rats, other than a rabbit for them.
Yeah.
I don't, even though that might be more expensive, but don't have the snake. I just think it's awful. Just like even the thought of feeding a snake a rabbit.
Yeah, it's just like, in my mind, it's viewed as like it's like a pet, like a dog, a cat, rabbit, they're all like loving pets. Why would you ever feed it to like an animal?
No one that hasn't looked on Craigslist would think, someone who just knows rabbits, bunny rabbits, no one would think that you would look on Craigslist and there would be meat rabbits on Craigslist. They were like, what? Oh, we meat cats. You don't just look on Craigslist and there's like meat cat. Like, no, meat dog. That's just like, unless there was. I've never looked it up. I mean, hopefully no one has.
I don't think there is. Like, the only thing I know of people eating dogs is like they just like take them off the streets and eat them in like Korea, but that's everybody can agree that's sick. That's not right.
Yeah. It's kind of like sad that someone would just want to do that.
Yes.
However, people like finding mice on the streets and like feeding them to your snake, like that's normal? Not really, because you don't just find mice on the street.
I don't advise it.
You don't find mice on the street and just feed it to your snake.
Yeah, you don't like, oh look, there's a little mouse. I should probably catch it and then like find a way to kill it and then feed it to my snake.
Yeah. Back to like
sell
rabbits.
them though in pet stores,
Back to rabbits. Why? Another reason why I think rabbits as meat rabbits is hardly anybody who's gonna buy a rabbit. Even though Len and the Bunny says in her video, a lot of people like are looking for like rabbits for their snakes. I mean, yeah, rabbits for their snakes, and random other people that need rabbits to be dead for some reason. Like my breed of rabbit, like New Zealand's, they're more chunky. They have a lot of meat on them. They're not skinny rabbits. They have, well, mine aren't. So, yeah, they would be looked more towards like meat rabbits than, say, maybe Katie's type of rabbit. Like Katie, what is Bugs?
Bugs is an English spot rabbit, and then there's Luna. She's a Havana.
Yeah, Havanas, maybe they're not as chunky, and maybe they aren't looked at more as food, because, like...
They're not a large breed of rabbit.
No.
They're, like, smaller.
Yeah. I feel like most rabbits you see people feeding it to their snake is a wild caught rabbit, which, in my opinion, it's not ideal, but it's better than a rabbit that was captive bred and captive raised, and, you know, because a rabbit you found that's been in the wild, it's gonna not live that very long in general, and it's honestly just not gonna live the best life. And honestly, that's probably gonna happen to it one day. A snake's just gonna eat it, because that's just the wildlife chain. Rabbits captive bred and captive caught, they don't have the survival skills, so they would not know what the heck's going on. With a snake, if someone just killed it and gave it to a snake. We've been talking a lot about giving, like, just snakes, but I don't know what else people would use a rabbit for other than, giving it to a snake.
I don't know what else animal you would feed a rabbit to.
So I looked it up, and meat rabbits are mostly used for, it says rabbit meat is the number one meat in white meat to eat because it's so good or something. And New Zealand, what my bunnies are, New Zealand mixes, are the number one meat rabbit because they have like tender bones or something like that, which is ridiculous. It makes it sound like meat rabbits are more for people eating them more than snakes, because snake rabbits, they're not captive bred and captive caught. No one wants to eat a wild rabbit. But it says like New Zealand rabbits that are really tasty. And they're probably more expensive than other meats, so no one poor is going to catch a rabbit and eat it. They're going to buy it from the store. And it said number one on the market today. It makes it sound like there's some on the market today, which I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
So that's probably what my bunnies were going to be used for. Someone's dinner, because they want to try a rabbit. Which makes me even more mad.
Yeah. It's sad.
So I think that's going to be it for this interview, but thank you so much, Katie, for joining me today.
Anytime.
Go check out her channel. She's also doing Vlogmas, I believe, right?
Yes.
Anything
late Vlogmas.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for helping me with this interview.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. That's it for Vlogmas today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.